Done. Super, super. So, Keshav, we are live on YouTube. Okay.
Mm.
Welcome on this live streaming. Okay. Just for our audience, people who are not familiar with you, guys, Keshav has been a student of Masai School. Okay. He was part of our batch, one of the batches, and he graduated in April or June of 2020, if I'm not wrong, Keshav.
Yeah,
Correct?
right.
Correct. So he graduated in June of 2020. He was part of the Apache batch, and we are here on this streaming YouTube stream discussing about his experience for the ISA, the income sharing agreement, the model on which the entire Masai school is based upon. Should we start, Keshav?
Yeah, hi Vineet, hi everyone. Thanks
Hi,
for this great welcome. Yeah, we can start.
we can start. Acha, just before I go to the questions which I have, okay,
Mm.
how is it being a part of not Masai School right now, but as a alumni of Masai School? How do you
Yeah,
feel?
it has been an amazing experience to be a part of as a part to be a part of Masai as a student. Also, now I'm an alumni. That has been also amazing. Uh, I I got very good connections in Masai and some very great people that I still go to them, and also sometimes we chit chat and also meet them. So it has been amazing, and you get a very good connections made up because you hustle a lot with them.
Super, super. So you do have a few people, if not a friend circle,
Mhm.
from Masai while you were a
Yeah,
student at Masai.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Super, super, super. Great. It is nice, right? Even when we were also in college, back in the
Mhm.
day, we also, more than the college, more than the experience, more than the curriculum, I feel the college is more about connecting with people, making friends, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 sure, sure. That same kind of experience we I got in Masai also. Not as much as college, but
Obviously.
some because it was a remote experience. But then also, even in the remote environment, we connected a lot with the people because we face when we face difficulties together. I think that is a good time to become friends.
Correct, correct. True, true, true. So, coming to the main agenda of this session, okay, I think we should address the elephant in the room, the ISA, the income sharing agreement. Okay, so I think let's break it into two parts. Okay, Keshav. Uh, I feel there are two aspects to this agreement, the ISA. Okay, when a student associates with Masai School, okay, they understand and by the way, you joined Masai School back in 2020 when we were in a relatively nascent stage. We were still budding up as a company. Okay, at that point in time when you joined Masai School, how did you perceive ISA before joining Masai? And then obviously I'll take your view, as in once you graduated, what were your views on the ISA?
Yeah, so when I first saw about the Masai,
Hmm.
so I saw it through some ads or some articles. So I tried researching about it and tried their website and go to that and read about it, like how what is this and all. So at that time I got some idea like this is uh agreement in which I will don't have to pay anything and I will be doing my education. And after that, uh, after my education is done, I have to pay some amount in
Hmm.
some breakup, and uh, they will be only charging if I get the job. That was the point that lured most of us, and I guess lured me also, because uh, it gives a sense of some sense of security that if you are investing your time, then you don't have to at least invest your money. You just have to invest your time here. So that was my point. I don't I will not disagree with that. I was also skeptical about it, uh, because most of us was not, because it is just an for me it was just an internet company, and there are a
Mhm.
lot of scams on internet, so you cannot be sure of anything you see on internet. So for me
True.
that was also a possibility. I thought that it could be a scam also. So uh, that was my view. But then I did my research and talked to a few alumni uh, to be sure like how it is and how it is done. So this was my this was my idea. So basically, to be I what I got was like it is a uh, kind of a loan, but not a loan. But I have to pay after completing the education with some
After
job
completing the
security.
course. Superb, superb. Actually, when you said right that the first impression which one get when they hear of the ISA, that you are supposed to join, you're not supposed to pay anything, complete the course, get placed,
Mm.
and only then you are supposed to pay back. It sounds a little too good to be true, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Initially in the initial days, okay.
yeah.
मेरे को मिला
Initial
होता
days.
तो I would have like taken this opportunity, right? कि यार हमने तो
Yeah,
पढ़ाई complete कर ली, we completed
yeah.
everything, and then eventually no security, no confirmation, nothing.
Hmm. Yeah,
है ना?
yeah.
अभी yesterday itself there is a series, okay, I think we should do some sort of promotion. Yeah, Netflix पे I was watching this series Jamtara. Have you heard of
Mm.
that
No, actually, I don't see many series on Netflix.
series? Yeah,
But
I saw that, and then it
uh,
is more of in terms of
hmm,
the online fishing business which
okay,
happened
okay, okay.
in a place
Yeah.
called Jamtara. And
Yeah, anyone I tell about this kind of system, they are like little surprised only to know about this, like this something like this exists. Even uh, when I was signing the agreement, the person who came was a third party person, I guess. He was
correct,
also not aware like what agreement. So he also asked me. Then I told him. He was like, "Okay, something like this also." That then he said like it was really great. Like if something could like this could exist.
correct, correct. Super. So I do understand. Yeah,
Mm,
it's a very human thing to do,
mm,
to question in whatever thing. If you are getting into, you need to do a little bit of background check.
mm,
Need to do a little bit of research
mm,
before entering into anything. And like I said, it is as human as anything to inquire and be a little skeptical in terms of whether this is correct, not correct. Okay.
mm,
So this was the discussion in terms of how did you perceive ISA before joining Masai? How did you
mm.
experience it after once you completed the course and got placed and then started paying back to us?
Yeah. So that I would say was like ISA was not a problem. Uh, at the time of curriculum, it was not a problem at all because you don't have to worry about ISA at the time of curriculum. You just have to focus on your curriculum. You have to just focus on your studies. You could forget about it and just keep on studying. After the completion of studies, like the curriculum and after the placement, then also it was not a big hassle. Uh, just what we had to do was sign up some forms uh, and some agreements that also matlab, in there was a process that we have to follow for that also, and it was a very great website or great tools they use for the ISA, and the amounts get deducted after you sign up that agreement. The amount was also decided by your income also only. So after that, you have to pay that kind of installments, and your uh, after all the installments are done, it is just uh, completed. So in the start, matlab, you will feel some. To be honest, like in the after getting uh, like in the starting days, my first after the placement, like my first salary, it used to pain little bit, like it some amount got detected from your after getting into your getting into your bank account. But after 1 year, after the ESA was gone, now it is good. And you on site, you will like on site, you will be like happy that you got some education and you got placed and you got in the end everything would be good because it paid off. Like the amount worth it is worthful. You will feel that way.
It feels good, is what
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
trying to
it
say.
feels good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
correct, correct, correct. So
mm,
I'll share one anecdote for the
mm,
viewers who are live. Okay,
mm,
like here in Masai, and correct me if something else went for you.
mm,
Like here at Masai, like we believe in this policy that you
mm,
come, you study here, you're not supposed to pay a single
mm,
penny at any stage, complete the course, get placed, and placed at a package of 5 lakhs per annum or above, at or above 5.
mm,
It is only then you are supposed to pay us back. And I know there are certain procedural activities which happen, like you do the documentation, the ISA
mm,
agreement activity which you do, and once you are placed, based on the CTC at which you are
mm,
placed, you are supposed your tenure, basically the repayment tenure,
mm, mm,
and in a matter of saying even the repayment amount is also decided based on your
mm,
CTC. But that is the procedural part. But the feeling part, the more human part, which you
mm.
were trying to say that as soon as your first salary was, let's say, credited, and then there was a debit, and this happens on an auto debit mode.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hope
auto debit.
auto debit mode, yeah. So it will be debited automatically, and once the tenure gets over, so it is that, how to say, nostalgia plus achievement combined, that I
Mm,
was a part of an organization or a school back then, and now everything is over. I have completed the curriculum, I am now placed, I am
mm,
earning. Also
mm.
my EMIs also are finished, my repayment is
Yeah,
done,
yeah, yeah.
right? So Keshav, before joining Mustai School, were you a student or earning professional? What was the situation?
Yeah, I was just completing my studies at that time. Before at that time, I just got graduated, and at that COVID also got hit. That time, we were in lockdown actually.
Hmm.
So that was the situation at
So
that
you
time.
so you graduated during the time of lockdown.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you completed the course as in your college degree, your college graduation, and post
Mhm.
that you directly joined Mustai School.
Yeah, yeah,
Correct? Okay,
yeah.
so now my next question is in a way uh, related to this.
Mhm.
How Masai do you feel is, if not the best, one of the best option for all the software developers, or let's say the engineers out there looking for some
Yeah.
opportunities? How do you feel Masai is actually an organization?
Hmm. So, uh, okay, let's come to this question. Okay, to be honest, uh, okay, the thing is to become a good developer or to excel in any industry, what I would say is the things that makes you great is the environment rather than any curriculum or anything else. Like, I know the curriculum is great and all, but the environment is that pushes you and that makes you great. Like in any great government colleges, like, or any great institutes uh, that are being very successful, that is because of their environments and their peers that they create, not just because of their curriculum. So that is the one thing that I think that Masai has was able to achieve, uh, is that they have provide a great environment and a great curriculum with the great mentors to help you. Uh, so uh, the one thing that I loved about Masai was you had very focused approach towards just one aim to get the uh, get your to learn new thing, to implement it, to keep implementing that same thing, and matlab, to excel in that one thing, not focus on like 10 things, like some people try to do in their colleges, try to excel in 10 thing and not get into anything. First try to become good in some, good, become good in one domain, get to a point where and you are hireable, then it becomes very easy for you to excel in your career. So that is one thing that Masai provides you. And great learning environment in terms of even some soft skills also, like like you speak a lot with your mentors, your peers, and everywhere. So you get a lot of opportunity in terms of speaking also. So your fear towards things become less because you have done a lot of work and hard work.
Hmm, great. There is one good point which I also actually I've taken from you only. Uh,
Mm,
a few days back I was actually watching some podcast or some interview I was watching, and there I found actually there was a gentleman who was speaking on the colleges and the the brain drain theory, how people are migrating inside, etc.
mhm,
So one important thing which he highlighted was that you go to any college, you go to Harvard, you go
mhm,
to Oxford, Cambridge, or even the Ivy League, the premier institutes here as well in India. We have IITs, we have IIMs. Okay, there the most difficult part is to clear the entrance, and once you join inside, you
mhm,
basically pay not for the curriculum, or rather the pedagogy or the material which they have. Obviously
mhm.
you do pay because they might have an outstanding and brilliant system there,
Mm,
but along with that there is a certain and a good portion of the payment which you make to and any of the Ivy League organization is because of the ambience, is because of the
yeah.
people who are there in that in that batch or in
Mhm,
that place. So it's actually the people who constitute a good college, because the entrance is so difficult. You only get the the cream, or you get the top-notch students, and the group which is created within the college is actually what makes you, gives you the environment to grow, to get new ideas, to broaden
mhm,
your horizon, excel well in life. Okay. Now,
yeah.
one small thing here, one pokey thing which I want to ask. When you hear this term ISA, right?
Mm.
How what is your age, if I may ask, Keshav?
Yeah, I'm right now 23.
You are right now 23, so you have seen 23 years at least of
Mm,
your of this world. Okay.
yeah.
But when it comes to parents, they are much more mature. They are much more, they have
Mhm,
seen the world more than you, for sure.
mhm,
Okay. But when this ISA goes to parents, or to people, to senior people, okay, who understand how grim this world is, you might have heard of a few scams. You might have heard of a few online things which sounds a little fishy, but parents, they become a little more skeptical as compared to the students because of obvious reasons. How did your parents perceive the ISA when they got to know about it?
yeah. So the thing is, my parents were also little bit skeptical at that time. Now, so I think they have removed that 5,000 rupees fees that
Correct,
they used to charge in the starting.
correct.
At our time, they used to charge even 5,000 in the starting to confirm
Mhm,
your seat. Mm,
mhm,
so they were a little bit skeptical about that also, like 5,000 amount.
mhm,
Uh, so that was okay. matlab, At that time, we gave the 5,000 rupees. So because it was not a very big amount, little bit big, but not very big. So,
mhm,
but at the time of confirming for ISA, it was not a very big problem because it was after 1 month they start with their uh, some uh, some of their uh, proceedings, or matlab, some of their procedures are done after 1 month of your completion of your unit. So you can judge everything easily in 1 month. Like I think that is a very big time frame.
Mhm.
So they saw me like I am doing good. Matlab, I was able to. I was putting a lot of time on my laptop and I was learning a lot of new things. So convincing them was easier because they knew like it is not a scam because you can judge it in 1 month. Like if it is a scam, they it could not be operated in for 1 month like this meeting. And uh, and uh, and they also know like it is convincing easier to convince them like because they don't have to pay any money till I get a job. So uh, so that's become easier, like you don't have to pay anything till you get a job. So that is even better. Like if you have to buy a 10,000 course on some website or something, they would be like you might not be reading anything from it, or uh, even after reading it you don't get any benefit out of it. But here it was easy, like I have to pay after only getting a job. So that was better, and this was kind of my first self-sponsored education, you can say. So because they have paid some tuition fees in college, my school days, but this was the first thing that they don't have to pay anything for. I have to pay, and in the end, I will be, even if it is bad, even it was if it was bad, I would have been like, because after 20s, I think we could make some decisions, but but
Correct.
for them, like it becomes easier after because you have to do it after 1 month. So it was easier for me in that terms, I guess.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. When you said those last lines, right? That this
Hmm.
decision, I am actually in a way self-funding my education. Okay.
Hmm.
I was actually about to say I have taken two pointers from your this last feedback.
Hmm.
The first one was for my viewers, obviously, because you two have gone through all this. That initially for the earlier few batches, we used to take 5K, but then eventually we realized that if we claim that we are not taking a single penny from you in any means or any format, right now, if you are joining any of any courses of Masai School, there is a zero upfront fee of any sort. And once you only complete and placed at a package of five or above, only then you are supposed to pay the fee back, the repayment. The second anecdote is how you were explaining about the process that for the first, so for the viewers, I just want to explain that here there are the course is divided into units, and every unit is more or less of 5 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks duration. So in approximately you get 1 month. So the first unit, once you join the course, is absolutely free. There are no questions asked. You come here, you join, you experience the course, understand whether you are able to do it, not able to do it, good, bad, what are the struggle points, because the entire curriculum is online. So there can be situations where there are struggles with respect to your, let's say, electricity, laptop, hardware, software. All those angles are there. So for 1 month or maybe 1 month and 1 week, you get good amount of time to get a fair bit of exposure in terms of whether you will be able to do it or not. And then once you have completed the 1 month period, then you will be doing the ISA bit, the income sharing agreement signing bit, and then you will be completing the course, you get your job, and then after the job you will be starting the repayment. But the most important thing which made me a little happy is like you felt that in a way we are self-funding your own education. I don't
Yes.
know, maybe not now, maybe some years down the line when you might reach my age, you will be realizing how important it is to be self-sufficient, how important it is to be independent, how important it is to help your parents in whatever format you can, including finances as well. So
Hmm.
it is very I don't know I whether I should take this credit or not, but being a Masai employee, I will take it that I feel really proud here to associate with students, with people who have been associated, who have shown faith, in
Yeah,
us, and then eventually are making a mark out there of their own. Okay.
yeah,
So, Keshav, yeah, I think that will be all for which we thought we'll be connecting today. Okay. In case if
yeah.
you have any questions, in case if you want to share any of your anecdotes, this is the time to do it. Or else, I think we will be wishing you all the very best, and we'll
Yeah,
end this.
yeah, it has been like, on the ending remark, I can say it has been an amazing journey so far, and I think it provides matlab, a great boost in terms of like to viewers. I can say one thing like in starting you might feel like the amount is big and I could also learn this thing myself. Why would I would have to pay? That is a very big question. Like some people says that the things they are teaching is for you can learn for free and the amount you're paying is big. The both the points are valid, I would say. But what I would say is, if you want to become a software engineer and they give you a rocket booster like thing, so it gives you a rocket boost like boosting. Uh, so you get a heads up, you learn few things and you are able to get placed faster and the amount they are charging is will not be very big after you get placed for you after you get placed because the software developer salaries are pretty great now these days and even if you are getting placed at 5 lakh I think in 3 years you might be getting up to 20 easily if you do your work great. So that becomes very insignificant after 2 or 3 years. So that is my point. Yeah.
Super. One last thing before we end this.
Yeah.
Okay, Keshav,
Yeah.
I hope you already understand this. Understand this. Uh,
Mm,
but still, I want to reiterate the obvious. And
mm,
so we all have been students at one point in time in schools or
mm,
colleges or maybe any of the online portals, the new age
mm,
schooling like Masai School or any other platform.
mm,
Once we become alumni, it becomes, how to say, our responsibility to guide students to the right path.
mhm.
It should not be biased. It should be truly unbiased. So, do people reach out to you for any of the feedbacks?
Mm, yeah, yeah. Sometimes a lot of time I get messages on LinkedIn to like, should I be joining Masai or not? I'm from this background. Is the curriculum easy? Some kinds of question I get on the regular basis, I guess.
Good, good, good. Then in that situation, you should be the guiding light which you are, and tell the right thing, the share the right experience, and which you have experienced, and share your true thoughts which you have felt. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
cool, cool, cool. Keshav, I think all the very best for your future, yaar. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you, Vinny.
hope
Thank you
to
for
see you
calling me.
soon. Come
Yeah,
to Bangalore and we'll catch up. Okay,
yeah, sure, sure. Thank
cool,
you.
cool, cool. Best of luck. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.